Growegy's integrated AI is here to help you create marketing materials and content and provide you with instant assistance on any subject. Think about this as your teammate or personal assistant rather than a tool. To get started, we're going to log into growegy.com and it is going to go straight into your AI feature. Within the AI feature, you'll see at the top, there's a little drop down. This just talks about our different AI plans. We do have one plan, which is our integrated GPT-4o Mini for our monthly plan, and then our more advanced plan, which is integrated in with GPT-4 for our annual plans. They both function great, but GPT-4 is a little bit further developed and a little bit faster. Within the AI window, you're going to see 3 tabs across the top for chat, library, and personalization. I do recommend clicking into that personalization tab first and coming in here and filling out your company details. In here, you can click on company and enter in your company name and description. You can click on product or service and add in all the products or services that your company offers, the different features for each of those products or services, your target audience, common topics you might search up, your different social media platforms should all be listed here as well. You can enter in your industry, common keywords that you'll search, and then of course the value that you're bringing to your audience. Once you've filled out this section, it's going to be really easy to use our custom prompts. We're going to head back into the chat feature. And within the chat feature, here you can enter in your own prompt, or you can use one of the prompts that we've set up for you. We do have a whole library set up of prompts, so that way if you're not sure how to utilize this for your company, we have you covered. Now within here, you can hover over one of our prompts and click on that paper airplane to send that into the chat, or you can create your own. Once you do create your chat, it's going to automatically save over here in the left-hand side. Now you can ask up to 25 questions in a single chat, and you can save as many chats as you'd like in this left-hand side. Once that chat is saved, you'll have the 3 dots to the right of it that you can click on to rename your chat or to delete it if you're done with it. I do recommend coming in here and renaming those chats so it's easier for you to locate later. Now we do have our library set up as well. The library is going to have the topic tags across the top here in these colored tabs, and you can click into any one of those tabs to see all the prompts with that specific tag. Now all we have to do is click on a prompt and click Start New Chat. It'll enter the prompt into the chat for you, and these grayed out sections is where it's going to ask for your specific input. These are called your company's variables, and they automatically get saved into the personalization tab. Now, if you've gone ahead and filled out that personalization tab first, all you have to do is click Start New Chat. The first one is asking for a number, so it's always going to prompt you to enter that information in here. I do recommend starting between 10 and 15, so you have a lot of options to choose from. So for this one, we're going to choose 10. The next section is asking for a social media platform. You can add a new social media, or you can choose from the ones you've already entered. Now for this, I do recommend being very specific and intentional with your social media platforms. Each one has its own algorithm, and you might get some different answers depending on the platform that you choose. The next thing it's going to ask is for your company details. This is really asking for your company name. You can see I have the option to click on this here. If you haven't filled that out, it'll allow you to enter it in. And then it's going to ask which product or service you would like to use. So I do have 3 different products here. I'm going to select one to get started. I do recommend selecting one to start out with, so that way it's very specific when it gives you those responses. And then if you want to change the product or service later in the chat, you can say define this specifically for sunglasses instead of prescription glasses. So we'll go ahead and choose prescription glasses. We're going to send that off to the chat, and then it's going to work on that in the background. Now I can click around in here into these other sections and features if I'd like to, and I can always come back to Growegy AI to pull this up later, but it is fairly fast. So now we have 10 viral Instagram content ideas focused on the prescription glasses. Now I can further define this by saying, okay, let's go ahead and go forward with number 5. So now I can say create 5 Instagram posts for number 5. And it's going to work on that in the background to create my content. And as soon as it gives me those results, here's all the different post ideas we can go forward with. Now, we do recommend using the 10-80-10 rule when you're using Growegy AI. The first 10% of your lift is going to be from those custom prompts or the prompts that we've created for you. And then you're going to enter in your variables. The next 80% of that lift is going to be the AI doing its job and giving you results. That last 10% is where you're going to further define it. Maybe you're going to change the product, you're going to target a specific audience. I can even come in here and say target the elderly or target students, and it'll do that for me. It'll change those posts around. And then you want to make sure that you read through the content itself. You make your changes, add your finishing touches, and maybe add some personal touches from your company. Make sure nothing sounds too much like AI before you post it. Now you can see some of the examples I have in here for my clients. We do have Amazon book review ideas, Amazon seller tips, real estate lead generations, biography created for a website. So you do have a lot of options to utilize this for. You can look up best practices and strategies, create outlines, or you can create content for your social media. This is really going to save you a lot of creative time and energy. Now, if you do need help, feel free to reach out to your account manager during your one-on-one consultations. You can ask your account manager to specifically go over Growegy AI and help you set up some prompts. Or if you need additional help, you can hover over our help center. We do have our tutorials listed here, and our support desk is listed here as well.